Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here on ZLN. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers as it concerns the Lakers' depth chart and rotation after the NBA free agency market for the Los Angeles Lakers, and also the expectations that we could see from the Lakers heading into training camp and certain positions being battled for. What if it's the small forward position or certain players fighting for a certain role on the team, especially the starting roles, and just all across the board when it comes to the Lakers and, the goal of, what this team will look like heading into next season, and just certain rotations and certain, positions that certain players will play in going into next season. And I want to give you all my thoughts and my opinions about it. But before anything, like always, please be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share my videos all over Facebook, Twitter, all our good social media stuff. And of course, like always, please be sure to like my page on Facebook, ZLN, and also follow me on Instagram and Twitter and TikTok at ZLN. Now, guys, as you can tell, and been noticing all across social media and also on this channel, on the community chat, I did announce a new brand. I rebranded my channel with a new name. ZLN is the official name for this channel now. It's been 8 years that we stuck with ZSPN, but now it's about time that I start to rebrand this channel, and for the better. And it's all because of you guys that we made this possible. With your love and support, we built a culture, we built a platform here. Because of you guys, we made that possible. And this is a Lakers channel, and also a sports channel as well. So nothing has changed when it comes to the new brand and new just content that I'll be giving you all on this channel. And nothing has changed whatsoever. Same content, same everything. Nothing has changed whatsoever. Just the name and just new features coming into this channel and all across social media. So you guys made that possible. And with your love support, we can continue to grow this channel with your love support. So please continue to share my videos, and just follow me all across social media: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Threads, just all those great social media sites. I'll leave the links to those in the description in every single one of my videos, especially this one. And just continue to show me love support, guys. I really appreciate it. And ZLN is going to be a great ride with all of you with me. So I really appreciate all your love, support. And without further ado, let's just get right into the Lakers and the depth chart and rotations after the NBA free agency for the Los Angeles Lakers, and the expectations that we could see in training camp when it comes to certain players fighting for certain roles. So without further ado, let's get into it. And the depth chart. Obviously, when you look at the Lakers have 13 players on their roster. They still have 2 rosters open. There's a likelihood the Lakers will only fill one of them and keep the 15th roster spot open, maybe during the regular season, and just find somebody that could be a big name that the Lakers could potentially target. And the Lakers have a history of doing that. There's not anything too surprising that they leave the 15th roster spot open. But as it stands now, the Lakers need to fill up that 14th roster spot, I believe, before they go into training camp. So, expect any news to come out, and I will be delivering you all on this channel and all across social media of any breaking news regarding the Lakers signing a 14th player on their roster. So expect a video very soon, and breaking news when it comes down to that. So stay tuned. I really appreciate it, and just follow me all across social media. I really appreciate it. And you guys can also include the two-way contracts as well, but I'm not going to include them on this depth chart because they're on a two-way contract. Players like Carl Castleton and Demoy Hodge, and recently the signee of Alex Fudge. They are just two-way players, and you will see them a couple of times play on the Los Angeles Lakers, but that could be because of, injuries that could occur throughout the season. And, the Lakers, we have a history of certain players not staying healthy, a.k.a. Anthony Davis and LeBron James. So with that, expect them to play a couple of times on the Lakers, but most of the time, the majority of the time, they will be playing on the South Bay Lakers. So that's why I'm not going to include them on the Lakers' regular roster. So, that's just the reality of the circumstances there. So, but as it stands now, the Lakers have 13 players on the roster. They will be filling up that 14th roster spot, but, expect that video to come very soon once the Lakers sign somebody for that 14th roster spot. And I think a center will be the priority, for the Lakers to sign in that particular position. So, but, when you look at the depth chart, obviously the Lakers went with all the needs that they were looking for in free agency. If I had to give a grade to Rob Pelinka, it has to be an A. I mean, he did a great job by finding shooters and just finding the right players for certain positions. And, find the right players. He really did. And it was just a great success for the Lakers in free agency. But, when you look at the depth chart, it's really good. When you look at the point guard position, the Lakers went all the needs there. Obviously, D'Angelo Russell, Gabe Vincent, and Jalen Hood-Schifino. And then, obviously, the shooting guard with Austin Reaves and Max Christie. And then small forward with Rui Hacimura. And then, you have Taurean Prince, Reddish, and Maxwell Lewis. Then the power forward position, there's LeBron James and Jared Vanderbilt. And then the center position goes to, Anthony Davis and Jackson Hayes as well for the center position. And, I'm getting this source from Bleacher Report. So if you guys disagree with certain players with certain positions that they don't belong in, that's what Bleacher Report has. But, personally, I think it's going to be kind of like a switchable thing right here. I mean, LeBron is going to play more of small forward, and obviously we're going to see Rui Hachimura or Jared Vanderbilt at the power forward. So that's more of a realistic type of lineup that we could expect from the Lakers starting lineup going into next season. So that's just I just have to put that out there when it comes down to this chart that I'm reading from Bleacher Report. But this is what I'm checking out right now. So just bear with me at the moment. But when you look at it, the starting lineup, obviously it's going to be D'Angelo Russell at the starting lineup with Austin Reaves with the shooting guard position at the starting lineup. Small forward is going to go to LeBron James, and power forward, in my opinion, it's going to be very interesting to watch. And I can't really say who will be starting at the power forward because this obviously Rui Hachimura and Jared Vanderbilt, they are working out and they want to improve their game, and they want to also fight for a role on the team, and especially the starting lineup as well. So expect those two guys to be competing for that power forward position. Obviously, if I had to pick, even though Rui Hachimura had a great run in the playoffs, and he lit it up in the playoffs, I really think in the regular season, Jared Vanderbilt is going to be the guy that we could expect be having a big role on this team, and really showing his presence in the regular season. And we saw that. I mean, when the trade deadline occurred and he played for 15 games for the Los Angeles Lakers, he really lit it up for us, and he really showed his ability in his defensive side of the ball. That's why he's working out with Phil Handy to work on his offensive game. So, and last time I heard, I think he grew like 2 inches. So the guy's like, what, 6'10", 6'11"? I mean, that's just incredible. That's a guy like of his stature being in the NBA for so many, not so many years. I mean, he's still a young guy, but for him to still be growing, I mean, that's just amazes me when I've been hearing from certain reports. But in my opinion, Jared Vanderbilt, he deserves to be in the starting lineup at the power forward position. Then you have Anthony Davis at the center position. Things may change, though. You never know. With the whole circumstances of the Lakers filling that 14th roster spot, and especially signing another center, things may change. You never know what will go down in training camp. That could obviously change the scope of the of the rotation. When it comes down to it, I mean, when you look at it, I mean, most people are saying that Anthony Davis wants to play power forward, and he wants to play power forward. So there's no question about that. The speculation is out there that he wants to play power forward. So the lineup could potentially be changing. I mean, you never know. So, but as it stands now, that's the starting lineup at this particular moment. But if things may change, I will be obviously letting you all know about the updates about the starting lineup and things changing up with Darvin Ham making certain lineups and certain rotation plays that could obviously help us win games. But we just have to wait and see for sure. But yeah, I mean, that's the depth and that's the rotation that we could respectfully see from this Lakers team for sure. But obviously, when you look at the backcourt, obviously D'Angelo Russell and Austin Reaves will be our go-to guys at the starting positions. I mean, it's already been written. I mean, D'Angelo Russell is not going to come off the bench, and Gabe Vincent, he's great, he can shoot and everything, but he's not going to be the starter starting in the beginning of the regular season. So that's just my own personal opinion. But I did also say one time during a post that if anything, regular season D'Angelo Russell, he is something special. But when you look at the playoffs, he obviously fell under pressure. But on the other hand, Gabe Vincent in the playoffs, he lets it up. So, if somehow rotations need to be changed then obviously I will have Gabe Vincent start for me at the point guard position in the playoffs for sure. So, but if D'Angelo Russell changes his game and maybe lives up to expectations in his second go with the Los Angeles Lakers in the playoffs, but it's just sort of remains to be seen at this particular moment. But yeah, I mean, those are our go-to guys that are going to be the backcourt for the Los Angeles Lakers in the starting lineup. And when you look at the reserves, Gabe Vincent and Max Christie are the guys that will be part of the second unit for sure. And they're going to be our go-to guys for sure, especially Gabe Vincent, a guy who will be coming off the bench for the Los Angeles Lakers, part of the second unit for sure. Then obviously when you look at the front court, it's going to be very interesting how Darvin Ham has to deal with the bigs for sure. When it comes down to the small forward and power forward and center position for sure. But as stands now, with things are looking, Rui Hacimura, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis will be our backcourt for sure, or front court, excuse me, when it comes to the ideal fit for the starting lineup when it comes down to these guys. I did say Jared Vanderbilt, but, with the contract that Rui Hacimura received in free agency, I mean, it's going to be very ridiculous and weird in the way that why the Lakers gave so much money to Rui Hacimura to just, come off the bench. I mean, it's just the ideal scenario is obviously, the most paid player, obviously needs to start. So, and that's what we could expect from the Los Angeles Lakers, going into, just the starting lineup, how we could potentially be seeing from this team going into next season. So those are our front court as it stands now. I personally want Jared Vanderbilt be the starter at the power forward position. But, Rui Hachimura, he's no scrub. And, if he continues to improve this offseason with training camp and, just show what he's made of with his workouts that we've been seeing on social media, then, he could obviously live up to the expectations for sure. I mean, I could honestly, see a lot of potential out of Rui Hachimura after getting paid and just, showing what he's made of in his second year with the Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, it's just going to be greatness for sure that we're going to see out of Rui Hachimura, and I just really can't wait to see what he's all about in his second year with the Lakers for sure. But, obviously, the reserves, when you look at it, according to Bleacher Report, Taurean Prince, Jared Vanderbilt, and Cam Reddish and Maxwell Lewis and Jackson Hayes. I mean, this is a loaded front court. I mean, really, we really have to commend on the great work that Rob Pelinka did when it comes down to the front court. I mean, just finding some 3-and-D type players, and especially when it comes to Taurean Prince, who's a guy who could obviously contribute very well for this Lakers team, and can obviously gain a lot of minutes. When you really think about it, I mean, he's going to get a lot of minutes for this Los Angeles Lakers team, and along with Jared Vanderbilt. So those guys, in my opinion, they're going to be the main focal point of the front court, backing LeBron and Anthony Davis and Rui Hachimura for sure. But, like I said, things may change, when it comes to Jared Vanderbilt and Rui Hachimura. So I already mentioned it, but I'm just going to just mention it now. Okay, so things may change there. But, as it stands now, it seems like a reality. I mean, this is just a really loaded, front court, which obviously can be a big help for the Lakers to rest LeBron and Anthony Davis for a certain amount of time when it comes down to those guys stepping up in their roles for sure. So with that, I mean, overall, guys, I mean, I am just so excited to see what this team is all about going into next season. And, it's all up to Rob Pelinka and, Darvin Ham to, find certain lineups and for certain fits that could obviously help the Lakers out in a big way going into next season when it comes to certain lineups in place. So it's going to be very fun, very interesting of what this Lakers team could be all about. And, just to recap here, all right, when it comes down to it, if I had to pick a starting lineups, it's going to be D'Angelo Russell at point guard, Austin Reaves at shooting guard. Small forward is going to be LeBron James. Power forward, I said Jared Vanderbilt, but, I won't be mad if, Rui Hachimura is the starter for the power forward position. Then you have the center position with Anthony Davis, obviously. But, things may change, though. I mean, I'm still waiting for the 14th roster spot. If the Lakers are going to find another center, or if it's Christian Wood, Bismack Biyombo, or recently I've been hearing rumors, not really reports, they're just rumors at this moment, that maybe the Dallas Mavericks will waive, JaVale McGee, former Laker, former champion for the Lakers, could be an option for the Lakers to look at. But, it sort of remains to be seen at that particular situation there. But, overall, and this is what it stands right now, unless things change during the training camp and, finding that 14th player on that roster, whether if it's a center or someone else. But as it stands now, that is my starting lineup. And, when you look at the rotations, Gabe, Vincent, Max Christie, Taurean Prince, Jared Vanderbilt or Rui Hachimura, and then Jackson Hayes, those are my second unit. And, just the guys, they're going to be part of the reserves with the part of the rotation with Cam Reddish and, Jalen Hood-Schifino and Maxwell Lewis and those guys. I mean, it's just a really good rotation team. I am just so impressed of what Rob Pelinka did in free agency. And, I was just watching Lakers Nation, and, if he doesn't get Executive of the Year next season, uh, it's just ridiculous, ridiculous at this point, because I think he deserved it last season when he turned the season around for the better after the trade deadline, and the Lakers were not only the 13th seed at that time, but just changing the whole team for us to be part of the 7th seed going into the playoffs and going further into the playoffs. I mean, that's just for me deserving of Executive of the Year. So, but things may change. You never know about the Suns and what they did, and the GM there could get Executive of the Year, but sort of remains to be seen. I just obviously have to put that out there when it comes down to what I watched from Lakers Nation, from Trevor Lane's opinion there. But overall, guys, I mean, I said what I had to say. It's obviously going to be very interesting to watch what this Lakers team has to do when it comes to training camp and the expectations of who will be fighting for certain roles, certain jobs, and certain rotation roles. So, expect a lot of things to happen, a lot of expectations when it comes to training camp and what certain players will fight for when it comes to certain roles on the team. So I really can't wait to see what this team will be all about, for sure. So I really appreciate all of you for watching, and please, once again, comment and please give me your thoughts about the Lakers and the depth chart and rotation heading into next season. And, who do you think will start for the Los Angeles Lakers? Do you agree with my list of, the point guard position, the small forward, the center, small forward, power forward positions for the starting lineup? Or do you guys have a better lineup that is obviously be a better lineup going into next season? Please, I really want to know your thoughts about that in the comment section down below. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, guys, and please just follow me all across social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at ZLN. And once again, guys, thank you all so much for your continued love, support for this channel and all across social media. ZLN is going to be something special. With your love, support, we can obviously grow ZLN to the highest heights with your love, support. And once again, thank you all so much for your love, support. And I'll see you all in the next video and the next live streams for sure. And, if any news do occur surrounding the Lakers, make no mistake, I will be delivering all of that to you all on this channel and all across social media, on ZLN, on YouTube, and on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of that great social media stuff. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video, next live streams. Thank you all so much. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.